Hello and welcome back to Driving Math with Mr. Glenn. And what we're going to do today, sorry, got a couple things in the way. What we're going to do today is talk about the slope of a line. And there are a couple ways to solve slope of a line. All right. And there are 4 types of slopes. You have your positive slope, negative slope, undefined slope, and then you have your zero slope. Call him the slope guy. Okay, little hair. So you'll notice that when we put it on a graph, what that means, okay? So I'm going to do make a rig together a graph. It's not going to be exact. I do apologize for that. But I'm kind of like on the come up. I don't have everything I need, but I deal with what I got, It's kind of like real life, right? So let's say we have -2, -1, and 3, 2. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2. -2, -1, 3, 2. We want to find what they call the slope. This is the variable for slope. This is a change in y over change in x. Your vertical line over your horizontal. So your vertical change versus your horizontal change. So what we have is we're going to go vertical. We're going to go starting here, 1, 2, 3. So we went up 3. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's our slope. And slope is written as a ratio. Don't forget that. This is a ratio. Okay? It can be reduced, but there's nothing to reduce there. Right? Then that's the formula that you have, which is the slope formula. If they didn't give you these 2 points, if they just gave you, like if they gave you the 2 points but it wasn't on a graph, let's say they just said, okay, 3, 2, -2, -1. What's the slope of this? So what I would do is make a table. And so this is x1, x2, y1, y2. And so I can simply just replace y2 with -1, and then -2. And then I'm going to do -2 minus 3. I have -1 minus -2, which is -3. -2 minus 3 is -5. And negative divided by negative is a positive, so we got 3/5. So you can find the slope of a line by doing the change in y over the change in x. You can also use the 2 points that you find, the 2 coordinates or ordered pair, and you can use this formula called your slope formula. Okay. Once again, you have questions you don't understand, put it in the comment section, or you can even email me for that. Okay. And also, as you put it on the graph, you see you connect those dots. If you connect those dots, you can see that it's a positive slope. It's a positive slope. Okay. Once again, let's say they give you 2 coordinates. -4, 1, 2, 1. Those are your coordinates. Now they're not going to necessarily give it to you stacked vertically. They'll give it to you side by side. But I stack them so students can easily see the x and the y value. This is your x, y value. We're going to use that formula, or you can plot it. We're going to use the formula, the slope formula. One minus 1. 2 minus -4, 0 over 2 minus -4, negative minus a negative, or minus a negative, you get a positive. 0 divided by 6 is 0. So if I put it on the graph, -4, 1, 2, 1, and I connect those dots, it's a 0. So 0 slope. Okay. Let's say that they gave me different coordinates, or any coordinates. I mean, this process works with any coordinates, and they want to know what the slope is. They may just give you 2 coordinates. Let's say they give you 2, 4, 2, -3. Same formula. I try to write it every time. And I plug in, that's -3 minus 4, 2 minus 2, -7 divided by 0. -7 divided by 0 is not 0. Okay? Because this goes inside, goes outside. 0 times, there's nothing times 0 that will give you 7. So that's why this is undefined. Whenever 0 is in the denominator, it's going to be undefined. And if I were to plot those, let's say we got 2, 2, 4, 2, -3. Connect those dots. Kind of missed that one, I'm sorry. It's an undefined line. Undefined line. Okay. Now, let's say they gave you a little bit something different. Kind of erase his face. Look at that. Let's say they gave us the coordinates and the slope. And you don't have to use estimations. You can use graph paper. Works a lot better because they're already spaced out correctly. So let's say that they give us -1, -2, and my slope is 3/2, and they say graph the point. Graph this, find new point. All right. What I do is I first locate the point is -1, -2. I'm always looking back at it because I want to make sure it's right. And then I'm going to go up 3 to the right 2. And I use those arrows to help me because sometimes I mess up. Go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. It's my new point, and if I connect those dots, right, it's a positive slope. It's a positive slope. Let's say they give me 0, 1, and the slope is -3. Process is the same. I start with the location that I'm at, 0, 1, 0, 1, and then I have to have a ratio, right? I have to have a fraction. This is going to go down 3 to the right 1. So 1, 2, 3, and to the right 1. To the right 1. And because it's not drawn accurately, okay, but you can see that that's a negative slope, and it's also a negative slope. All right, so that's how you graph slope or slope of a line. And I hope it's not too challenging for you. If it is, let me know, and I can redo another problem for you. Thank you so much for your time. Sorry I didn't have any inflection of voice. Very, very monotone. I was kind of focused on trying to make sure that y'all got it, but that I'm explaining it well, because from teaching this is kind of challenging to a lot of people. Okay? So, thank you for tuning in to Driving Math with Mr. Glenn. And subscribe, share, comment, and hit the notification sign. You have a good day. Bye.